A few moments later.
Hi. I received an invitation. Has a relaxed demeanor. Fits in very well here. And doesn't look like a newcomer. Well dressed in properly maintained clothes. But they were in vogue 3 years ago. Finely crafted gloves, worn out of habit, but there are signs of wear between...
Mr. Kreberg, this is, the reporter? I see. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. You can call me...
Hello. I'm Frederick Kreberg.
Mr. Kreberg, your performance was truly...
It was composed by a friend of my father's.
Your father was a composer?
Indeed. Many in my family, me included, received the call of Euterpe.
Mr. Kreberg, may I ask why you came to this manor?
Forgive me. I'm afraid we're not close enough for me to share this secret with you. I'm a little tired, so I plan to return to my room. Farewell. This is your room. I'll excuse myself if there's nothing else you need.
Can I have a moment of your time to ask you a few questions?
Of course.
To my knowledge, there should be more guests. Have they arrived yet?
Besides Mr. Kreberg and you, there are Mrs. Plinius, Mrs. Plinius, Mrs. Plinius, and Mr. Orpheus. They will arrive as planned tomorrow.
Mr. Butler, When did Mr. Kreberg arrive here?
Mr. Kreberg arrived the day before yesterday.
He introduced himself as a composer?
Not entirely. Mr. Kreberg is very popular in high society. He's a well-known new classical talent around. But when it comes to composing, he doesn't seem to have inherited his father's.
Where is he staying now?
Mr. Kreberg suffers from mild psychasthenia and does not like being disturbed. So we placed him in the guest room at the end of the second floor.
Orpheus? The popular novelist?
Indeed, the writer of suspense novels who has made quite a reputation for himself lately.
Mrs. Plinius? The widow of that famous biologist?
Indeed. She's a very famous entomologist herself, and she has quite an insight into the study of plants and animals. Feel free to ask if you need anything else.
The butler seems to know the preferences of each guest. I wonder which one was prepared for me. Her face may be hidden away, but based on the skin of her neck, she's definitely still young. She has a tall and toned figure, so she's either of Eastern European descent or engages in outdoor activities all year round. No expensive accessories, but the quality and tailoring of the clothes are superb. I can tell she's wealthy. Good morning. You must be Mrs. Plinius. A reporter.
Nellie Plinius. Nice to meet you.
May I ask why you came here?
There's a unique species of bees nearby. I'm here to study them.
Were you just at the greenhouse?
Yes. The lord of this manor is growing some special plants, so I was conducting some initial observations.
You study botany too?
My husband was very skilled in that field, and I helped him with some of his research, so I've dabbled in it a little.
Are the special plants you mentioned earlier those ferns? Why are they growing here?
It is quite unusual indeed. With the exception of a few plants like cornflowers, most ornamental plants prefer acidic soil. Those ferns are no exception. The lord of the manor prepared a type of artificial soil just to grow it. I've only ever seen that kind of soil owned by a family of aristocrats in the Mediterranean.
You have my condolences.
Risk is always present in life, just like it is in research. It is in the past.
I presume you're the novelist the butler mentioned. Dressed in the latest design, with carefully groomed hair and accessories. Perfect for a rising star in the world of novels. There are wet spots on his cuffs that look like the work of dew. Where did he go so early in the day? It seems Orpheus's work has brought him a considerable amount of income. I've read many books written by Orpheus, but I've never met you in the flesh.
Good morning, Mrs. Plinius. I didn't expect to see you here.
Good morning, Mr. Orpheus.
Good morning. I'm Orpheus, a novelist.
It's an honor. A reporter. Is Orpheus your real name?
Forgive me, miss. Only my pseudonym can be used in public. It's part of my agreement with my publisher.
That's all right. We're not here to socialize anyway.
Mr. Butler, are there any plans for today? When will we get to meet the Lord?
My lord invites all of you to Kreeburg Racecourse at the west of the manor this afternoon.
Kreeburg Racecourse? I thought it was abandoned after that incident.
It is as you say, the racecourse is not active. My lord merely asked that all of you go there this afternoon. Besides that, please keep the promise you made upon accepting the invitation. Do not wander around at night, and do not leave the main building before receiving a second invitation.
Mr. Orpheus, you're interested in music too?
It fascinates me, but unfortunately I'm not good at it. Do you play the piano, Miss Reporter?
A little.
Ah, then why don't you play me a song? I'll tell you about my new book in return.
The White Stallion of Death?
Huh? That story's been finalized. It's another story that I'm working on. A story that's even more fascinating.